Part 1. Intro of Epicosity. Taking my seat on the plane that would take me to the next part of my life, I began to think of all the things I would be leaving behind. My family and friends, a familiar place, the overall sense of security. Taking the place of all that I gave up would be a chance of success, a life of my own, and above all, a brand new beginning. Sure, I'd miss my home and having the ability to take comfort in knowing that my parents were just up the road if I needed them. However, no matter how comforting all that was, I had to give it all up. So with my brave face on, I headed straight towards my ultimate destination, Los Angeles, California. My name is Brixta Altamia, and I'm 21 years old. In California, I hope to find a path that will lead me to my dream career, to become a YouTube partner. A dream career which will eventually maybe lead to an even bigger career choice for me. Though, right from the start, I understood that it wouldn't be entirely easy for me to achieve. After all, people find it difficult to take me seriously. Despite me being 21, I have the appearance of a 14-year-old, and no one ever really wants to listen to a kid. So with the looks of a very young teenager, like brown hair and blue-green eyes, I had made my decision to work my hardest in order to succeed. I finally landed in LA early the next morning, and after flying halfway across North America, I was completely ready for bed, which was going to be simple enough, seeing as I already rented a small apartment a few weeks before I left. After a brief visit to the luggage claim, I hailed a taxi, gave the driver my new address, was driven to that address, paid for the ride, and looked at my new home. It was nice. Not exactly the type of place that I'd bring a date back to, but it was still somewhat quaint. The walls inside of the apartment were white, and the floors were wooden. There was one small bedroom, a single bathroom, and an open area for the kitchen and dining room and living room. I wanted to explore my new place, but I could barely fight off the sleepiness anymore. So making a small pallet on the floor and decided that it was time to take a nap. As I was sleeping, not much time had passed since before I heard the buzzer to my apartment. Who could that be? I wasn't expecting any company today, was I? Although I was new to LA, I had a couple of friends who lived out in Sacramento, but I was highly doubtful if it were any of them visiting me. Opening the door, I saw a man wearing a turquoise shirt with big white letters spelling out Tobuscus on the front. He had brown hair, which was slightly messy, and brown eyes. He was rather tall, but he also had a certain sense of kindness to him. He smiled, his eyes brightening as he did so. "Hi, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Toby. I live in the apartment next door," he said as he gestured to the apartment to our left. Trying to stifle a yawn, I shook his hand and groggily replied, "Thanks, I'm Brixta, and I live right here." Laughing heartily, he casually leaned up against the wind frame of the door. "Sorry if I woke you." "It's fine. I'll be better off this way. I hate to have my days and nights switched." "Understandable," Toby said as he nodded his head in agreement. "So where are you moving from?" "Lexington, Kentucky." "Nice. Well, I'll leave you alone. I know that you've got some unpacking left to do." I smiled. "Yeah, but it's my work that I really need to get doing." Raising an eyebrow, he curiously asked, "What do you do, if you don't mind me asking?" "I record videos for YouTube. Right now I'm playing the game Amnesia: The Dark Descent." I noticed Toby shiver. "What is it?" "That game. It gave me nightmares." "Yeah. Would you actually like to come in and keep me company while I play?" I really didn't like playing Amnesia by myself, and I figured that it would be a comfort to me to know that someone who had survived the game would be there with me. Toby shook off the shiver, smiled, and answered, "Sure, but don't be surprised if I end up hiding behind your couch." "I'd be surprised if I even had a couch." For the move, I'd only brought with me a few things that I knew I would need, and a couch wasn't one of those things. Toby and me sat in front of my laptop, and I started the game, as well as began recording. Hey guys, sorry that there were no videos yesterday, but with the move and everything, who could blame me? For those of you who don't know, my name is Brixta, and today I have with me my new friend, Toby. I had just realized that I hadn't gotten Toby's last name, so leaning away from the laptop I whispered, "What's your last name?" "Turner." Smiling, I continued on, "Today I have with me my new friend, Toby Turner, and today we're continuing on with Amnesia: The Dark Descent." I gulped loud enough for the microphone to pick it up. So, let's get started. Playing the game with Toby there was nice. He even helped me and killed me at some parts of the game. There were moments when I'd be screaming and doing all that I could in order to survive, and Toby would be yelling out, "Run! It's right behind you!" We would only laugh when I had reached a safe point. But almost as soon as I began recording, my 15-minute limit of videos was up, and I wouldn't be recording again until the next day. Well, that's all I've got for today. Catch you guys tomorrow. I stopped recording and got up stretching. That was fun. At least this way, I don't feel like Daniel after he's had a run-in with the monsters. Standing as well, Toby looked at his wristwatch. "Sorry, but I've got to run. I'll see you later." He smiled as he waved goodbye and left, leaving me alone to upload that day's video.